And let's just jump into game number 3 here. TyRanT now with 3 match points. And they are playing very typical civilizations. None of the Rise of the Rajas, African kingdoms, or Forgotten Empires. It's still Spanish, Mayans, and Chinese. Interesting. Viper, Spanish flank. We have Tedo, Chinese pocket, and Dowd, Mayan flank. So worst positioning by them. On the other side, we have Hard, Indian flank against the Spanish. We have MBL, the pocket with Spanish here. And Leary with the Chinese flank. So, not the dream scenario, but still okay-ish for them. Will be very tricky to control the corners. As you can see, south corner for sure for AM, top corner for sure for TyRanT. But then either fighting for the right-hand side corner or the left-hand side corner will be a big stuff. Lurker exposed, Nilio boy, indeed. Now Regicide. TyRanT should recruit back T for Regicide. No, I actually want to see her. I actually want to see this. Okay, so what's the better TIF? Mayans or Indians? Both teams with Spanish and both teams with Chinese. But then Hard is going for Indians. So Spanish won't have the greatest day. Kind of has to go Halberdiers then. And Indians, well, I think they're accompanied by
Rogan?
some Chupanus. This could be pretty sweet. And I see what? What? Oh, I can't really. I'm really bad at that. All 6 players on the way to a feudalate. Seems like pop 24 seems to be the standard. We have a bit lower for Hard here, as it seems. The Indians, did he? No, he did not loom. Leary going up quite early with pop 23 there. Tedo with a higher approach.
Rogan?
Just hiked like a million miles to get some service. Hope this goes through. Should be around the end of the stream. Thanks for the week. Lily hype.
Sick! Sick! Guys, you have no idea. This is so sweet of him. He can't see the stream and will work for ice cream still donated. Just trusting me that I will go through with the 100 hours. Oh, that is so nice of him. Thank you so much, man, if you watched this VOD. Work for ice cream. So much love for you. One of the nicest contributors of my stream. Fun guy. And, well, yeah. That's so sweet. Don't people usually go for strong castle unit civs? Like elephant archers are rarely used, right? Yeah, this is mainly for the boom. Incredibly good for Indians. And then later on, imp camels. So he won't really go for elephant archers, I assume. It's mainly the imperial camels. Open gold here, as it seems.
Monday?
Hard trying to do some dodging. Tedo walling off here with this king on the outside. I love the outfits sometimes. A really fun king. But it's an interesting wall off actually by Tedo. Kind of like he needs to delete that later on if they want to trade in the corner for Doubt, right? Does that mean they want to trade towards Viper? Kind of tricky because Spanish is one of the slower civs. Out of those at least. So will be tough for them to control the corner. Kind of indicating that Tedo probably will team up with the Viper. And they want to continue doing damage here.
Monday?
Love that Viper isn't reseeding the kind of bad farms that are randomly generated. Means that they are letting their teammate die. Should have like have that put in a deep voice. Let your teammate die. I'm not too good with that. Tedo, what is this? Show us either what is trying to build a TC. He's building one here and here. Okay. Not huge investment to take the extra space for now. He can gate it later. Well, is he really getting extra space? Is it too important? Isn't like just a blacksmith here doing a better job and then just not open this? Like, why did he open it at all? Wanted to build the TC there, but then thought better of it. And yeah, going for some Kongs and actually getting the first kill of the game against Stout. Goes for some plumed archers himself, fledging for him. And we have one extra TC so far from Daughter. Has enough stone to go for a second one, not really going for that. We have two extra TCs here running for hard. Kind of exposed TC. Obviously built that one to save the villagers, but Mangonel aggression could do something. Viper going on Conquistadors himself for now. Going for Loom. And let's see how they will approach this at the moment. Leary and Hart with the best villager numbers. And not too many kills against them. Let's see what MBL can do. We saw the kill now here against Leary. And he did X. Telling MBL to probably go there and help. But he's on the way to another site. Nine minutes, indeed. We'll just take the timer. I think it's not 100% the accurate time there on snares, but I think it just makes sense to go for it. Okay, Hart now axing this as well. He needs help from MBL. Don't think MBL should be out on the map. He should have gone back and tried to defend. He's the one going for unit. He shouldn't really attack. He should just fall back at the moment. At least that's what I feel. And first kill here on Hart's side. Villager kind of bugging out. Not too much gold control. Where the other goats somewhat exposed on the outside. Will be tricky for him for sure. And MBL will use his scout and should try to scout this out. Viper at the moment, 35 villagers only. And that's a problem. Spanish? Well, they will have some... I could stop the timer there as well, yeah. I'm not even sure if it will... will be shown in like 3 digits, or will it be? Let me just think. I might need to. No, I think it will be shown. I think it will be shown reasonably. Yeah. If not, we will have to start over at 0 hours. Oh. 99.99. Oh man. Okay, and 40 Cs now. Loom a bit late. Wheelbarrow flying in as well. 59 villagers. They have the better boom. And what did I want to say? Well, Spanish. That's a big problem for them. Well, it's just such a big investment to go for Conquistador, slowing down your ecos so much. So even if you get damage done, sometimes you aren't that far ahead in eco. Going for TC number 3 now at the stone, maybe at the gold. Well, he already has a TC at the gold. Let's see what he can do. Doubt is now coming over. MBL will try to defend this. We will see some dancing, but we can't dance against both. Actually, like now, it feels like triple army even. Because Viper and Doubt both solid armies here. And MBL with smaller numbers. He is at 7 military. Viper at 14. Doubt at 17. Remember, most people have 1 scout and 1 king. So that always counts as 2. Yeah, I thought about playing some songs, but I really don't want to have this VOD muted over here, guys. So, no final countdown music as well. Handcart for Hart, pushing his eco even further. He's at 77 builds. And that's the same as the Chinese pocket, who didn't go for any army. So that's a solid boom out of Hart here for sure. Not that much gold control, but so many farms. Wood villagers are running pretty smoothly as well. Gonna absolutely love that. Deleting some walls here. More farms for him. Looks sexy. Will obsidian arrows affect farms? I think so. And Leary up to imp. I think AM finally starts to play a bit here. Only 44? I mean 50? Yeah, 44, yeah. And 40C is running for Leary, 76 villagers here. Is he trying to go for more stone? Well, he actually even has a castle on the outside here. Where is his king? Should maybe take some look at that. And king in the back. Let me see. Wasn't there like control shift and up? No. Shift and up. Control and up. No. Control shift and mouse wheel up. No. Oh god, now I did that again. Okay. Thought there was a hotkey for finding the king. Picture up. No. Shift. There's the flare button on minimap. No. That's for the gate. Alt shift up. No. Alt F4. Alt F4. Control plus flare. No. Okay, well, never mind. Then we'll just pray that not a lot of kings are dying, that they will play a normal game. Indeed, TyRanT will build himself up over here, which means Hart needs some support here for sure, going for 50C. And Leary, well, he is going for paladins out of the pocket position here, it seems. And Imperial camels and paladins, not really too great. Dow just needs to fight over here, and then they don't have enough archers, I believe. Just a normal Harbinger push from TyRanT could maybe even end this. Feels so weird to say this, but they don't have a single counter to Harbinger at the moment. I clicked a bit, didn't really happen much. And they... Oh, do they have any idea that this is happening? Look at that. Oh, they see it now, finally. Okay, so they know what's up. Heavy camel upgrade as well. So solid eco from the AM players here, but they need something more. They need more than only the camels, and well, conquistadors are coming over. That's something okayish, but mass rams isn't really getting countered at the moment. Trying to get control over there, over that side. Not really happening. Oh, this is a tough one. How can this be stopped? Just a normal ram Harbinger push. Oh, now some walls. Some more siege walls would be, or like fortified walls would be nice. Will elite Kongs be good? Well, maybe, but then he's possibly fighting off against elite Kongs as well there. We have the camels now. Is there income on the way? No, +4 defense though. Let me see. We are on the 2 gold spots quite nicely. Imperial camel upgrade now coming in. They're fighting off the rams. Okay, so remember, conquistadors have a small attack bonus against the rams, but the push is real. TyRanT is pushing in with more. They will get control over that right hand side corner, kind of as we expected. At the same time though, Leary is doing the damage, and there's not a lot of army that can come over. MBL can always help. He is going for +1 defense for infantry. Is he taking into harps as well? No, he is taking into hand cannoneers. Oh, that makes little sense. Uh-oh, Hearts King. That could just be... that could be game ending, guys. Oh, no. Please don't tell me. By the way, we are breaking the 1 hour mark in just 10 seconds. But we could also break the game by control idle. The idle bottom of the minimap. Oh, okay. Control plus the idle village on the minimap. Let's take a look. This king... By the way, we just broke 100 hours. Congrats to me. Thanks for all staying around. I love you all. And, well, we will just focus on this one because the king, he could just go into the wrong direction. Where is the waypoint? It's over here. And, well, it seems like people are just pausing. And Hoffe with $100. Cheers. Thank you so much. And, well, they are just... 828B flying in with 1,000 biddies. Thanks as well. It's just getting so intense here with that king. He could be just dying here potentially. Hand cannoneers trying to do something. Oh, normal conquistadors for now for the Viper. Pushing forward here. Trying to control this area. Cast is still helping out. Where did have Imperial Camel even get cancelled? No. Still getting researched over here. Congrats, nearly. Thanks, guys. And where's the king? The king is around here. This could be the snipe, guys. 29 minutes. The king... Hart is not taking good care of this one. Oh, he's running back. This was so intense. And he is jumping into the T, so surviving for now. But this push is not stopped at the moment. We see Leary getting control over here. Doubt cannot really defend this, not really having the numbers. The king is still around. Well, Hart trying to, or MBL trying to defend for Hart here. Bombard cannon's not really doing the damage. The ram push is not stopped. Just 10 Shukunus could help out so much, but they didn't anticipate that. Just think about it. Some onagers would have been nice as well.
$100 for 100 hours. Congrats, Millie.
Oh, Ninja, thank you so much as well. Deacon now with the Twitch Prime playing in. I love you all that you're supporting me so much, but we have to watch this game for now. We still have some problems here for the king. The Viper is pushing in now. Elite Conquistadors for him. MBL is switching into Pikeman. The eco of Hart doesn't look too great anymore. Needs some sling. Leary should actually do that. He's pushing quite nicely against Out. He has elite plumed archers now as well. Where is the king? He is still in here. 15 villagers inside. Where is the king? If he's standing around, Viper could go for this snipe here. This could be so bad. Now the king, he is over here. He could get sniped. This could be game ending 4 AM. He's trying to run out, trying to get away from this gate. He is controlling this game still. We are continuing. Overpopulation are actually somewhat stable. Hart needs to run further away. The push continues. It's not that important. If you get the sling, if you have the houses, to get the Imperial Camels up. It's not like you're relying on castles or anything. MBL is trying to stabilize. Leary is pushing, but he cannot get too much done at the moment. Now with a big ram attack maybe on that side. Where is the King of Heart? We really need to take a look at that. Maybe just go back into the... or further back would have been the way better move. Kind of stabilizing now. Finally the Chukunus are coming over. So desperately needed. And they will deal with the rams quite nicely. AM is still in this. Now surrounding all the Conquistadors. Viper won't take a good engagement here. Maybe this was an overextension for sure. AM is still in this one. Score difference less than 1k. Both teams with the Spanish. The king is now safe in the back. So this game is continuing and won't end because of an early king snipe. MBL, he is playing his heart out. Hand cannoneers and halberdiers to the front. Hart still 130 pop. Chukunus doing the good job. We need more TCs. How many TCs? Only one TC at the moment from Hart. I want to see like 2-3 TCs just randomly spammed here to get something done. Chukunus coming more forward. I love that. Iron casting finally on that side. Pushing at that side is still Leary. He is kind of outplaying Doubt here. Had the obvious advantage there when it comes to the eco. And didn't take a lot of damage. Played this very boom intense. And now they are pushing TyRanT's back. Did TyRanT maybe get outpicked here? Seems like Leary with the Chukunus was able to hold. Imperial Camels now going to the other side. Obviously Imperial Camels would totally clear up Doubt here. Another sub flying in. I love you all so much. Thanks, guys. And now we are up to 2 TCs. Pop 140. How did Hart lose his whole eco? Look at that. That was his TC. That was his starting TC. He had another TC here, losing all this area. And he is still in this one. MBL. Halberdier, hand cannoneer defense. Beautiful move. Imperial Camels now going over to the other side. Viper is trying to move in. Maybe go for some trade raids. Imperial Camels couldn't intercept that though. I don't like that Tado switching into Cavaliers. I think a sling into Spanish Paladins could be the better option here. Are they maybe trying to go for the King Snipe?
$10 for 110th hours. Congrats.
110th hours. Thank you so much, mate. Who were all the guys? Tell me. It will work for Ice Cream with 20 before. Hoffer with 100. 828B with 1,000 biddies. Canadian Ninja with $100. Chalky Wisdom with $10. Sparkle Johnson with the tier 1 and Deke with the prime as well. And Leary's pushing this in. We might go into more than only 3 games here. Nice amount of rams from Leary. I would love to see some more. Okay, now the question is, the King of Doubt obviously not in the greatest position. And if he loses all his plumed archers, now he's suddenly dropping down to pop 160. Those conquistadors, well, they aren't getting the kills in. We have the bomber towers to control that all out. Art didn't set up the trade properly yet. Well, he's running over here trying to get some gold. And where's the king? Where's the King of Doubt? Jump back into the tower. Beautiful move, and they continuing to push. Stabilizing over here at the right hand side. Now all the armies are going over to the left. Tedo, as it seems, didn't really have the numbers here. Conquistadors from Viper coming over. So are all the Cavaliers. So I believe Leary will get cleared up. A lot of camels lost their life here. Heavy losses for Leary, but MBL is coming around with the Halberdiers. This game is stabilizing. What a great game, guys. And this is exactly what NAC deserves, and this 100-hour stream to get, well, so great games for us here, for sure. How to lose King because he's Doubt? Well, let's see. Where is he going? Woof. Well, it's not the safest positioning there. Maybe just a random trade rate could kill him. And well, some Chukunu's lost, but Leary with all those rams still continuing, and bombard tower action as well. Something that you see Doubt not canceling. And Doubt, well, his trade cards are actually still going to the starting market. You see the trade cards going weirdly through the whole map. Still some patrol of Leary here. He could maybe try to do some attacks. Viper still didn't wall off all this area, so trade is open at all times. And Doubt's trade has to be super bad. 10. Tedo only at 10. Doubt only at 16. Now loses that market. That's actually good for him. And MBL pushing further forward. Trade cards on their side, 7, 9, and 5. So not high numbers over there as well. Now in a 41-minute regicide game. But they have all the center control. Getting the extra golds here. And they just have, well, both teams kind of fighting for the center there. No one really having the clear control. I love you all, guys. All that spam that's said all of a sudden. Gonna love that. Thank you so much, guys. Does it still... Is it in the overlay there? I think like this could be a bit better, right? Now, 100 hours. 8 minutes. If the series continues, we might go like up to 102. I don't care. Some rams from Doubt. Maybe some onagers would be better. Oh, he's going for them now. And MBL, he could tag onto paladins at the left hand side. I think Viper should tag onto paladins as well, instead of Tedo going for cavaliers here. Okay, do I maybe oversee something? Not seeing something on the minimap. Doubt, where's his king? Still at a random spot. Oh, onagers now could get big attacks in, but Leary too aware of that. Look at that instant reaction there. Well, getting like half a shot. But killing the onagers in exchange. So sweet move. Suddenly every player at the pop limit hard. The only one at 160. But he is with some solid production for sure. Now getting onto some more gold spots. And I love how many bombard towers I'm seeing out of MBL. Gold price at 143. And he is just continuing to build them. Trade card amount 41, 31, 17 on the TyRanT side AM. 15, 14, 14. Now adding some more of those markets though. I'm getting a relic. Okay. Now Chukunu's overextending Leary, allowing him to have some more numbers over at his own side though. Paladins finally from Viper, maybe that will trigger MBL to go for that as well. Want to see some more stables from hard edit at the left hand side. MBL with a full center control. Maybe too many halberdiers at this stage. How did he get in here? And the TyRanT didn't spot that yet. TyRanT didn't spot that yet. Does he not have ballistics? MBL, like, am I confused? How good a Bombard? He has ballistics. The Bombard tower is actually not that good against trade, apparently. And he's also having some barracks, so those ramps that are coming won't really do too much. And well, yeah, not too many trade cards going down here. And going further forward with the Rams, Viper and out with the Paladins. Soon around, Leary still playing a beautiful game, killing all the siege workshops of Doubt. This is still so annoying, and actually, like, Cavaliers will probably die more. And the Conquistadors. Now, this will just be annoying. That's not too much trade that actually went down, if we are honest. But the push just continues at all sides, and Doubt is just losing so much ground. Score still heavily in favor of the TyRanTs though, and because Hart died before that. I don't like that he is having all his stables still over here. Would love to see him some other stables added. Seems like there was some clear up here, some trade attempt. Doubt, where is his king? Okay, Teleport him a tower. Uh-oh, but Castle going down and Doubt losing a lot of his space. Pop 160 for him. All the AM guys now pop limit. This will eventually get cleared up. And yeah, as I said, I don't really see too many trade cards falling. Like, how many did really fall? Like 6-ish? Feels kind of weird, right? Maybe like 3 keeps would have been the better option. Probably could have done more damage. Paladins, well, they aren't really getting the kills in and not allowing the Onagers to get the shots in either. Trap is getting focused down, at least that is something that Viper could achieve with that rate. Cavaliers, not the greatest option here for Tato. I love this big wall that the TyRanTs are attempting at the moment. You see even in front there. And Tato now switching into Chukunus. But where can you really do something with Chukunus? Against Lyri, kind of the same unit. Against the Camel Archers, maybe something. And oh, against Paladins of MBL, not really. Maybe to stop the Ram Halberdier push, potentially. Tato with more Halberdiers in the center. Lyri now trying to regroup. Oh. I've been here for the entire 100 hours, yeah. There was one guy saying that he was around for the first 70 hours. Because he had an exam and just had me running in the background at all times. And then had the exam at like my day 5 or something. Or in the morning before my 70 hours. Yeah, exactly. So he was around for the first 60, something like that. Imperial Camels pushing over here, and we don't have too much defense. Some siege ramps from MBL, more towers. Let's take a look at the stone count, 163. People even buying a bit of food and wood. Canoes now pushing forward, and I love how calmly Hart and MBL defended that after losing so much ground. Hart now even going for guilds and coinage. We see Tato only now taking the important upgrade, dumping and rocketry. So the Chukunus won't really have the greatest firepower for now. Could lose maybe another cast. Overall population, basically everyone pop limit. I think MBL would love to see him tag onto Paladins now. I think it's a way better unit. Or maybe just full swing on camels. They clearly need some ranged units here as well. A mass bomber tower is what MBL loves. Halberdiers somewhat cost efficiently against Paladins as well. Rams are moving forward, continuing here, and MBL, not a lot of wood here in the bank. Tato selling some food. MBL buying some wood exactly when I say it. More bomber towers from him. And the push continues. Out still with some problems. Now going for Eagle Warriors even. +2/+2 for them. We have some stables, finally some stables added here to complement Leary's army, and all 3 of them here. That's pretty sweet. And well, Eagle Warriors are okay-ish, but not like the best counter ever against Chukunus. Still feel like Paladins over here at the left hand side would be so good now. If MBL just suddenly turned up with 30 Paladins, they will just ruffle stomp this all over. But well, attacking the right hand side still gives them some aggression as well. Paladins here in the center, spotted, won't really do too much. Still have a lot of idle army and a lot of production from far away places. That's sometimes tough if you go for Chukunus. Center attack, continuing here for Tedo. And they're just pushing against Doubt, who isn't really getting all the kills in against Leary, who's just playing an incredible game here. Mass Ram, Mass Chukunu, always outmicing all the Onagers. Beautiful move. Bomber towers. Just look at that relentless bomber tower push. He started from over here. Lost a lot over here at that one point, but then his army carried him. More siege workshop at the front, and he is just playing such a perfect game, guys. This is ridiculous. And well, stopping that Paladin raid here potentially. Take a look. Some losses here by the bombard towers already. Viper, oh, beautiful split off. Do you see? He just kept some behind so that not all the Imperial camels are following. And just some more split offs. That's just so well done. Well, actually, he stops now. And the Imperial camels will actually chase in the end. But yeah, that was some sweet moves for sure. Where are the kings? Let me check. Leary is somewhat safe, and we still have the kings over here. So nothing too big. Like we're continuing. MBL with only 27 trade cards. That's not what I would love to see. And still, Paladins would be nice, but well, I'm somewhat of a broken record, right? At the moment, it's more struggling with the wood. 43 lumberjacks though, and finally we are continuing here in game number 3. There's a Cartman Pub promo best of 3. TyRanT against AM. Continuing with the Loot Super News and Onager short. Well, a reasonable one. But they're just continuing to push in here, and Doubt, what is he getting up to? Hoping to get some defensive towers. But, well, he's running out of resources. He's running out of houses as well. Is he building mass amount of houses somewhere? Well, 3. That's not what you really need to go for. Going for some more farmers in the back. Leary going for a great wall upgrade. What does that really do? More HP on walls and, like, towers, right? 3.5k. Yep. Okay, that's some HP for sure. And now Viper is just moving in, but that's a huge waste if you wanted to engage here. We have Leary at 80 military as well. That's just so good. And, well, Doubt, he just needs to regroup a bit if you ask me. 100 trade cards are winning. Yeah. Spanish trade. Maybe it's the cost efficiency here. Oh, and they are also going for a lot of halberdiers, right? So many rams. Where's the king? Dauta. Okay, now he comes back into the castle. After losing another castle here as a team, is going for more onagers. Those Imperial camels just doing a beautiful job. The competition with Indians is so good, agreed. And now they're getting pushed back further and further. Chukunus are doing a beautiful job, killing so much here. Ram attack going forward, more siege workshops, and I believe Doubt just lost all his Eagle Warriors here. Where is Rams? He tries to get some more siege, some more Rams over here, some more in the center. Not really getting the sting. Isn't it better to wait for maybe 80 Paladins for Doubt than that Viper is actually going for some army? Sometimes I question the efficiency of the Mayans in the late game there. If Leary is going for so many beautiful Chukunus, we need some really heavy hitters. Now going for all those walls, 3.9k HP on those. That's something we don't see too often as well. The Great Wall of China. The competition with Indians is so much better. Agreed. And side attack over here of Tedo, completely vaporized as well. I love those. Dark walls. Bomber towers defending. Tedo not having enough rams to really do something. Do we miss something on the minimap? Not really. It's just this main push over here from Leary continuing. When does NHC start? Next Sunday. Oh, and Doubt's KD isn't getting better. Just with the madman here, 640 against 440. That's against Marians and Paladins. So actually his KD shouldn't be that good. He's just making it happen. All those arrows in the air at all times, just ridiculous. Viper trying to go for some trap snipes, not even getting those done. Really protecting them way too well. Tato didn't really gain the ground here. Where is Chukunus going? Trying to go through the center. We have Hart with more stables now over here. Out with his new forward base. Wanted to go over. Is trying to get some snipes there against the traps, but loses everything. Still 3 traps out. Viper's now coming over though, and I believe this will be a clear up. We need to see Hart go more to the top. I believe Leary will lose everything here when it comes to army, but Doubt down to 130. A bit of a mispositioning, 300 HP left on that castle. Maybe Doubt can repair that one. Imperial Camels, not the greatest positioning for sure. Leary will drop heavily in supply here, but I believe he will be able to replenish that. And remember, we have the Viper with heavy losses as well, but that's what I said, what we need. We need to wait for the big armies. Then Doubt moved in with his 50 Eagles. Viper moved in with 30 Paladins, some Conquistadors to back it up. And finally we have the first clear up against Leary in a very, very long time. He's dropping down to top 160 and he needs to lick his wounds. Still, just think about if now Tato had 10 Rams coming with this as well. Not only the 2 Rams that we're seeing here. Oh, actually more Rams. They could really go and push Leary back. In the meanwhile, Tato taking a reasonable engagement here in the center against all those Imperial Camels. We're gonna love that. And MBL finally with the Paladin switch here as well. Yeah, with that trade, Viper can take those losses. Well, somewhat. Doubt, 34 villagers, 76 trade cards. MBL still only at 35. Let's take a look at the resources of MBL. Not that great on the gold side. Now clicking to get Paladins. Stables at the front. He's getting the resources on the map quite nicely as well. Military count, everyone above 50. Only Doubt having some troubles. Now trying to move in. Onagers could do some damage. And this is a beautiful game. 1 hour, 7 minutes. Viper's 5k of everything. Indeed. Lots of gold there, can buy himself up to more food and wood. Prices actually rose quite a bit, 150 gold invested to buy 100 wood. Who is buying their TyRanT? Let's take a look. They have enough, and actually both teams kind of have enough wood resources. So maybe thinking about the very long game here already. And yeah, Hart should have 10% faster gold income as well. There with his unique tech for sure. And now all the 3 TyRanTs doing a great triple at that side. They knew, okay, it's getting close to the trade, and all those Rams clearing up a lot. Don't tell me AM is losing this. Don't tell me they are falling back here and losing all the aggression. Same time, and some attack over here should get stopped. Imperial Camels should get some work done. Ah, tricky moves. Onagers could maybe get some crazy shots in, but I believe Leary is too aware of all this at all times. Does this make cards move faster? I believe it will just give you more. 152 per trip, and MBL gets 138 per trip. And as you can see, they're next to each other, right? MBL 138, 139 with the far one, and Hart is getting 152. So they drive the same, but just give a bit more. Onage attack now for Tato, and they push Leary back quite heavily. Why aren't they advancing at any other spots then? Wow. Doubt now back up to pop 160. Where is the army of Hard at the moment? 60 camels trying to break through here. MBL, some random halberdiers controlling the center. Paladins now coming around. Eagles going for some random raids. This game could still take some time. Defending this even further. Hard at the moment, not doing anything with his army. Leary kind of fighting this alone. And that was a solid like 20 towers, I would say. Bombard towers that he just lost. Wow. Guys, I think we are in for the long run here. One hour 12-minute game, and Leary, probably the closest to finishing the game, is getting pushed back. So I don't really see that happening. No real raids in the center. Standard victory is off. Obviously we are playing Regicide, so that was kind of stupid. MBL trade failing. Well, he only has 40 trade cards, right? On the other side we have Doubt with 91. That's actually too much. And they're blocking the trade as well. Some pushed over here. MBL, that's just really not the greatest play that he's still building halberdiers in a spot where they aren't doing anything. Imperial Camels coming around. I think they should clear this up quite nicely now. Paladins around Imperial Camels. Tato is trying to micro this. Hard is taking an okayish engagement here. Would have loved to see him run even further behind the Tukunu's. Now maybe takes the better fight. Yes, indeed he is. And more Paladins are pushing. The first time that they are really playing all three together at that side with their good army. MBL taking 2 men-at-arms. Please don't tell me that is a real thought process of him to go champions here in somewhere. He is adding militia against halberdiers, as it seems. Oh, F me. This is so bad. Okay, well, happens. Okay. And now taking 2 long swords. Monitor trying to get the sneaky shots around. MBL champs indeed. Oh man, okay. Furico somewhat unprotected here. Probably they just feel like they don't have an answer to the halberdier push. Viper going through with Conquistadors and Paladins. See what MBL already has longsword men prepared soon. 2 end swordsmen even. They cannot chase it down either, and well, this is open. Just feel champions isn't the right option here. MBL not using his paladins to full potential, has a mass amount of halberdiers idling around as well. Just random army at some spots, as you can see, to really get his idle military hotkey running for him. That raid kind of stopped here. My towers should intercept probably the last remaining Conquistadors that could come through. Champion upgrade now. They're Xing there, and still everyone kind of pop limit. The guy still having all his army here around, and now bombard cannons from Viper. That's just so good of a team play here from the TyRanT. We absolutely have to acknowledge that. Onager from Doubt, Chinese Tukunu's, and we have the bombard cannons from the Viper. Beautiful team play here for sure, and Leary cannot really engage this. Obviously Paladins could clear this up, but where are they? We have 2 little stables and the weird champion tech at the right hand side trying to deal with halberdiers. Imperial Camels at the wrong side as well, just not having the stables all around. The in-play of the AM guys just not top notch compared to the TyRanT here. Viper going for another raid, should get easily intercepted by a Heart here. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And Viper instantly going back. I think the halberdiers do the damage first, but still too many imp camels are fighting to easily win this fight. Wouldn't mind some heavy CA, for example. Maybe some go over here. Try to open more areas. While the champ go will stop Tato from getting the wood here. So they're doing something. Viper coming over, and they will just do another clear up against Leary here as it seems. Now Paladins of MBL around Imperial Camels, and that's a big group of Imperial Camels. This will be a huge fight, guys. Look at that, all 6 players will now clash against each other. All 6 players at the pop limit. Onagers could get major shots, and Bomber Cannons are doing a beautiful job. Imperial Camels shouldn't fight alone. All 3 players should fight together. Paladins in there as well. MBL, well, he has enough Paladins. Like, let's check his numbers. He has at 45 infantry, 37 cavalry, so his over military numbers are good, but just too many random champions all around. Some halberdiers patrolling in no man's land. That's a big problem. That's why his pop is not efficient enough here. Heavy camo attack now from Tato. Not sure how efficient that's going to be. Maybe just a counter against running in Paladins or something. Oh, well, getting into some trade here. So that's a beautiful move. Maybe some... oh, ranged unit there. An addition would be nice. 3 TyRanT should do halves. I don't think so. Oh god, so heavy losses. I think all the front units will just die. All the Paladins, all the imp camels actually, yeah. And the League of Warriors as well took a noose in the back. Just heavy damage dealers. And let's take a look. Some imp camels still around. They're reacting that. We still have some raids over here in the trade. Not that it's going down to like insignificant numbers here. And 200 trade cards. Oh, 270, something like that. Still Spanish trades. Honest attack now for Lyria as well. Finally! No one loved to see so much earlier. And maybe some bomber cannon micro added here from MBL as well. We will see about that. Doesn't have the big floating resources that the Viper has. Now more barracks. Doubt got another castle up here as well. Now pushing with his traps. The AM still trying to make something happen. Still have Imperial Camels. I think this is the unit that should win the game. Just send rams everywhere with some Imperial Camels. Try to open areas. And, well, they're doing an okay-ish job there, I would say. Tato with some random barracks here. But Lyri, he's getting pushed back. Some camels here at the front. And, well, 1.1k kills over for Lyri. He's actually quite far ahead to the second. That's down with 850, but he has 1.1k losses. Sugar news. Now the big damage dealers at both sides just patrolling in. Onager shots not really happening so far. Bombard cannons. Well, one good shot against Tato there. And now, well, they have a lot of army to do some sniping. Some onagers would be nice. Let's see Tato trying to defend this. Viper with some army. They're blocking this off more. Imp camels. I like this push. I like this push quite a bit. Maybe like 10 CA could really help out here, in my opinion. Sounds weird, but oh, Indians actually have solid CA. And they are mobile, they can do something against the halberdiers as well. If you ever get into the trade, they will do like real damage there, killing stuff. But now the rams are actually pretty good. Viper, he needs to switch focus. He needs to go over there. MBL, now with the big paladin masses, trying to come over here, trying to help out. Yuri still getting pushed back. That's a lot of people's focus though. Huh. Let's see. Maybe some more champions needed here. They're so close to the trade. Maybe AM can still finish this. Wow, this is so intense. Going close to 1.5 hours now. Oh, we might break. This game might break even the 101th hour. Oh, absolutely have to build those walls, guys. Okay, let me just quickly check if any king is in a weird position. Viper, no. Heart, no. Tato and Viper, Tedo and Doubt pretty safe. And Leary as well. So that won't really happen. We can just focus normally on the game here. Onagers getting somewhat sniped down, but some are surviving. Could be big Onager shots against Leary. He's dodging one shot for now. Oh, Paladins are coming over again. Leary needs to go back so far. Oh god, that's a lot of Paladins. That means at the same time we should have some pop space advantage over here for Leary and MBL that side. MBL and Hard, obviously. Bomber tower numbers are getting lower and lower. Down to 4 now in that vision. Castle amount at 4 for Leary. So his production not the greatest. Pop 190 still, and well, Tedo won't really get that TC up, that castle up even. I'm really mixing up names, guys. You know it has been a long weekend. We are now 14 hours into today's stream as well. Trade card amount went down heavily. Doubt actually lost more than 40 trade cards. I'm not sure if he deleted some or all of them are going down here. But those are some heavy losses. Don't tell me they can finish this game here. This looks pretty good at the moment, 4 AM. Yeah, Livy is still having some problems getting pushed back here. But they are way far away from the trade. And here they are already raiding. We see Viper now building massive amount of bomber towers to intercept that, but more and more trade card units are going down. And oh, 80 trade cards, so maybe I checked the wrong stats there. So that's kind of evening out overall. Now it's pushing over here. It feels like they stopped this attack now. But still, that's a small win for the AM guys. And now this should be the phase where everyone has his military over here, try to defend there. And this should be the push, the time where Leary should maybe go back into pushing. He's trying to get more bomber towers up. Where are all the paladins of MBL? At the moment, Tedo dropped even down to pop 160. Down to 25 trade cards only. Can obviously replace them, but not queuing them up too much. Goes for mass. Took a loose still 100 military for him. On the other side, Leary at quote-unquote only 77. Uh-oh, and this will be some heavy losses here for Leary. He needs to go back even further. So Shukunu's doing so much. Stone price, I will check for you. We have in at 556. Wood price at 512 as well. So wood, let me check that. That's so weird. How is the wood price at 500? AM is out of wood, as it seems. No, they have wood. AM has wood. Who is buying wood so much? There's 1.5k. Now there's 300. There's still so much wood left. Wow. So many traps here. And the wood price is at 500. Okay, now it dropped a bit. That's just so weird. Okay, that's now all fortified up. Tedo with a lot of stuff over here. And we had some big engagements. The castle will most likely survive though. Just feels like this is the most important area still. Leary needs to get some ground. Not a lot of bomber towers to back this push up though. I feel like Leary, if he snipes those 1-2, beautiful split there. If he snipes 1-2 onagers, he should be in the spot that he can push back again. Especially if MBL just sends over some paladins to help. He produces massively in the center. Champions to counter the Harborders as we saw before. Viper now transitioning into more conquistadors. Wow. Out at the moment at 30 military indeed. Oh, and now he's getting pushed back again. Let's take a look at Doubt's resources. Somewhat at the limit as well. 25 villagers for him. 84 trade cards. So he is probably the one just buying massive amount of wood. And now they're pushing here again. Paladins coming over, and that's a big raid into the Eco of Doubt. We only had him 25 villagers, and suddenly he drops down to roughly 15. So you won't believe, but that was just more than half the Eco of Doubt when it comes to wood and food. Just dropped down there. And Leary just with another big push, and oh, that's a big amount of army here. 80 military for the Viper. We see 52 Imperial Camels, most likely from Hard, and a mixed army from MBL helping out here as well. And they force the Viper to go back here. 80 military for the Viper. We have 74, 52. Sometimes confusing it with the trade numbers. My bad, sorry. And oh, Doubt 33 military. Oh, he just lost quite a bit there, and that's because big Onager shots landed apparently. And yeah, it seems like not a single of those 3 Civ has siege engineers. Take a look what those Onagers can do. Maybe Leary can squeeze in 1 or 2 more traps. Sniping those is pretty sexy. Let's take a look. Next engagement, MBL. Just taking full control here, and Imperial Camels. Now, Chukunu is not really the unit you want to go for. If the wood price is at 545. Wow, traps are getting so expensive as well. So Paladin and Imperial Camels are probably the best stuff here. Leary going into heavy Scorpions even. That's 1,000 wood to upgrade. And oh, Viper is saying, let's go through the side and go into the trade. But that's not going to happen. Still too many walls, and they will probably see that. So just the heavy Scorpion upgrade basically cost them 5.5k gold, 1k food. So 7k gold basically. Just the upgrade to heavy Scorpions with the market prices at the moment. Oh, look at that. Viper preparing some siege go here. With some Sukunus and some towers. Where did they spot the king maybe? Oh, they just researched spies. They're trying to go for king snipes here. Uh-oh. We need to be aware of that, guys. Holding this off. So many imp camels here not used. There's some more attacks. This is open. Could just click them in. So many fights in the center. Stone price now up to 600, so losing a bomber tower here. Kind of costly as well. Okay, let's take a look. Doubt is running around. Can they get the king snipe rolling? Oh, that's actually Doubt's wall. Leary, well, he only walled till here. Let's see if they spot this. Well, it's just best of 5. It's not all games if the series is over. So if the king goes down, so are the hopes. Leary spots it instantly. Let's see if he reacts with his king. Not for now. Bomber towers are doing a good job. Castles are helping out as well. The number of League of Warriors now somewhat low. They are probably more scared of the trade rate. No block here, kind of obvious. Arson now being tagged by Doubt as well. They are going for this king kill here. 1.6k HP. Leary, can he save himself? The camel archers are around. Doubt has only one mission, and that's this watchtower. Can we see Leary saving his king? Oh god, this could be the greatest snipe. Doubt, he is going for it. 1.5k, this tower is surrounded. The king could die. 1.1k, and he is coming over. He is safe. He saved himself, guys. He saved himself. He did get some kills off. Doubt got unlucky there. Could have gone for the kill, but the king sniped around. Leary didn't see that at the start. What a beautiful move from the TyRanT, trying to turn this game around and get the sneaky win there with the regicide advantage, but did sneak away, and the hold was quite easy there. The push through the center continues though. Leary pushing like a madman here. Rams probably not the greatest things. Heavy Scorpions, man, they are obviously like super sick. Leary with a quite solid army here as well, or like resources. Kings, okay, now they are grouping up, and they are thinking, okay, maybe better go into a castle, my friend. Oh god, and Viper's now coming over. This will be a huge clear up, and we know how big the wood price is. Where is the help here? Where are any army of Imperial Camels or Paladins? Only now coming over, but that will be all the onagers going down. Scorpions will lose their lives. Chukunus are running back as well. He's trying to buy himself some more time. Where did they go with all their armies before that? Oh, heavy losses. I believe Leary will keep some army alive, or at least if he does not, then the Viper will lose all his army as well. But that was so costly, losing so much steam on that push here. Down to 4 traps now, let's see. Well, Dowd is retreating, and it looks like MBL is going here. That's not the greatest fight. Imperial Camels are needed, and MBL, well, that was just him fighting alone. Imperial Camels, they went around. Where's Hart going? Viper's Ramgo, the trade is done. The trade was killed in the meanwhile. They killed so much. Oh god. They didn't spot anything. That's why the camels are going over there. Those were the rams we saw earlier, and that was the same time trying to go for the king snipe and for the market snipe. All the traders idle now. Oh god, let's take a look at the resources. 2k for Leary. We have 3k for Hart, and MBL is at 600. Now queuing up more trade cards. They're still at super good numbers. Taro, the only one with 20 trade cards there. That's just way too little. Too many idle villagers from him as well. Look at that, 35. But that's mainly because he has 120 military units working for him. Okay, all cleared up. Trade should be running. They need to stabilize a bit. Whoa. How can a king snipe be the debate, indeed? And they should click the units already over. Whoa. What a game, guys. What a game. One of the best games I've seen in a very long time. Whoa. Snipe plus anti-siege plus double debate on the markets, yeah. This was so well done. The TyRanT just preparing all 3 attacks there at the same time. Wow, and now Leary. Well, he's licking his wounds and he's going back. Well, they still have the full army. Dowd is the only one not being pop limit. With these 11 villagers. Can AM still do this? I asked them if they wanted to start a best of 5 at basically 11 PM for most of them. And they said, we have the time. Viper going in again. Let's see. They're sniping down again the trade. Oh god, MBL and... well, that's mainly MBL. Could he have sent his trade cards in once? Oh, the amount. Not too great. Stark is hosting with 22 viewers. Thanks, mate. Are they building the market somewhere else? Leary not finishing those in time. Gated 5.2k HP. Okay, sniping down another trap. And sniping down another castle. Imperial Camels taking care of that. Needs to get another market up. Here is Leary. He has enough wood for it. Whoa, look at that amount of trade cards. All idle. So sick. In the meantime, Viper's pushing in with the trade there. How are the TyRanTs doing this? They are playing this so great. Oh man, what a great play. And again, the market's going down, not giving the gold home. And now Leary at 0 gold. We have Hart at 2k, we have MBL at 0 gold as well. Another attack is coming in, Taro is pushing around, and I think the TyRanTs are doing this. They are still even, like, only even population. And now the bigs around here. Beautiful positioning, Viper. Touching the edge of the map here. What a beautiful move. Imperial Camels trying to defend this. Villagers going down, trying to go for some blocks here. But it actually is working out for them. That's good for now. Markets finally will be set up. Where are the villagers of Leary? They need to build this now. So many trade cards waiting to actually work again. Leary wisely is camping. He really shouldn't trade off poorly now. But the TyRanTs are getting so much map control in the meanwhile. Pushing over here again. Oh, Conquistador still being efficient, and I think just rushing one market out first makes so much more sense than trying to build 2 at the different time. We want to have them running now. Oh god. AM looks like they have so much more wood left. TyRanTs are somewhat getting it now, right? Yeah, I'm over here. They also had a lot of map control in the center, right? Leary, now a lot of idle villagers here. 38, 24 of them idle. Everyone kind of with very low villager numbers. Finally, the trade is going back. look at how inefficient they're all blocking each other now. MBL didn't even use all his trade cards yet. Oh, that's so ugly. And meanwhile, the TyRanTs are just pushing because AM is just focused getting that trade running again. Chukunu's now coming over. They know, okay, that side isn't too important. We need to stop that push at this side. Leary is on the way to getting trade again as well. Populations, Leary at 154, but I don't really see him replenish his mass Chukunu army. Some Eagles raiding again. And just think about it, if they destroy the markets one more time, I think it will be GG. And now they're going in, look at that! Viper prepared 100 military himself, mass amount of paladins, mass amount of conquistadors, and they're going in, and now all the trade cards come in for the very first time. I believe AM needs to think about a King Snipe as well. Imperial Camels, I believe with those numbers, even they can't really take the fight. Whereas MBL still half a screen away with the hill advantage. Maybe they can do something. Rams are flying in. I believe Viper can't even take this engagement. Imperial Camels numbers are too low. But now they're clearing up from behind. So Viper will get cleared up. AM will have the defense. They will have the hold. They continue to play this game. Where's the next push coming? I can't see it at the moment. Tato will be cleared up, and this is just a crazy, crazy game, guys. Whoa. And another perfect positioning here by the Viper. Might even clear this up, honestly. Whoa. Okay, time to regroup. Tato, somewhat exposed now. Beautiful positioning. Viper just so efficient. Just think about it. Some Chukunus would have been needed there. Oh, they are obviously now the killers #1. Okay, market prices. 700 for wood, 200 for food, 550 for stone. And those conquistadors did clear everything up. $120 military for Tato. Roughly the 8 is Viper and Doubt. On the other side we have 90, 90, 70. Chukunus, can they maybe make something happen? Imperial Camels now moving forward. Can he do the big fight against Tato? If they clear up all those Chukunus once, I think even I wouldn't engage against the Eagles. They are just so much cheaper at the moment. Going for the front attack against the Chukunus is what is the more efficient thing at the moment. Try to kill the wood units. That should be your main focus. They are still getting some wood here in the center. Chukunus are continuing. AM, they are somewhat holding on to this. Viper, 160, 160, 170. Suddenly AM having the higher population again. How is this even possible? Oh, murder holds only now. That's an upgrade way too late for Tato here. And those Chukunus, what can they do? Can now maybe AM get into the trade? Oh god, the casual murder hold timing at 1 hour 57 minutes. What is this serious, guys? Just the craziest thing going on to wood here. I just want to see like the first wood upgrade now from Leary. Or like wheelbarrow timing. Casual wheelbarrow timing. Wouldn't that be it? Wouldn't that be something, guys? Wow. Tato, 150 pop only. All the M guys, pop limits. How did that happen? Now the trade is running for them. Trade cards 55, 110, 21. On the other side 65, 65, 90. So many Chukunus out. What does Tato have prepared? Trying to get some micro there and not even killing a single Chukunu. This is Leary's micro. He's just the sickest. And those two on it just were so costly. Wood price 800. I want to see caravan upgrade. That would be so sick as well. Oh. Oh god. Uptime. Over 14 hours. $1.6k gold, indeed, yeah. Okay, Viper and Doubt. Charging up for another attack. They're trying to go for the side here, it seems. Another Bombard Tower going down. What do we have here? Lots of Eagles. MBL moving in, trying to snipe those two traps. Good stuff for him. Tucano's now going forward. I think sniping the Tucano's is more important than the Eagles at the moment. Wow. Oh, Tucano's need to go back. They really don't want to lose those. I think even disengaging here till the into the Bombard Towers would be the better option. Here he is microing this back somewhat, but seems like he has more than 40 Tucano's. Not really. Okay, Imperial Camels need to lose their life. Palinta coming over. Just micro into the Bomber Towers. That's so much better. Maybe he wants to get some small hill advantage, but Viper is trying to chase this down beautifully as well. A lot of losses at the same time. Left side stabilized. So back to this fight here at the right hand side. Helpful champions are coming out as well. Obviously champions now so much worse since the food investment compared to the gold, so much worth as well. Art just bought 900 wood. Tedo 6.6. Let's scroll through resources. Leary, reasonable resources. Doubt, absolutely at the limit. MBL, absolutely at the limit when it comes to gold. Viper, he can't really produce to pop limit. Hard, he has okayish wood, okayish gold, and we are back to Tedo, who has massive amounts of wood. This continues. And well, Leary overextending here, the teams will get completely wrapped around, dropping down to pop 180, and that was just so costly for him. Eagle Warriors, well, they just cost gold at the moment. Probably makes them pretty efficient. Score! Within 1,000 points. 47k to 48k. Conquistadors controlling all this area. Bombard cannons going down. This is so costly. 4 bombard cannons, man. This is just so costly. Oh. Leary with almost 2,000 kills, indeed. 1.9k for him. Lowest is MBA with 1.3k. So many more axes here all around. Wow. What a crazy game. I will show you the market prices. 650, 400, close to 900. Apparently Viper doesn't have guilds. Don't tell me that. He didn't do guilds. F me. That's just so bad. That's just so bad. Doubt. He did guilds. Oh no. Just look at that. 780 wood for Doubt. 881 wood for the Viper. Simply because he didn't do guilds. This is so bad. Oh, just throwing around. Oh yeah, so many resources there. Out of the window. Coinage for Doubt. Maybe he wants to sling. Play some team game action. And yeah, disengaging, now re-engaging. Just feels like Larry should retreat a bit if you ask me. Where to? Where to? Viper coming over with Conquistadors now. Can they find some holes in the walls? Wow. MBL, siege workshop from him. More farms. Where's the wood control at the moment? Let's try to see. That's a lot of wood still. All this. Mine out in the middle. So that's a wood line. And that's a wood line. Here. Leary with 90 military. Doubt. Wait. Yeah, 90 military. Doubt. 46. Tato with 130. Now going for the casual town watch. Guys. That's what I wanted. Oh. Current army just looks better. I mean, color-wise. And now they're all fighting together. Where's MBL? Where's the army of MBL? Massive amount of paladins in the center here. 70 trade cards for him, 70 military. Tries to come over here. Maybe we see the big engagement. All 6 players combining themselves into one big fight again. Some engagement here over at the side. Oh, that's actually pretty good. And they have the big fight over here now, though. And, well, Viper's somewhat caught off guard. Those Chukunus doing quite some damage against all those Eagle Warriors. Lots of them going down. Imperial Camel's doing a good job. And suddenly, AM is pushing over here. But the big problem is the big push against that side. 6 Bomber Towers doing something, but not a lot of defense here. Imperial Camels would actually do perfect against all that. But not having the numbers. But it's just now moving back. Really doesn't want to even replenish villagers here. Every resource counts now with so heavy market prices. Trade cards are still better for the suddenly for the AM guys. So that's actually maybe something that could save them and keep them in the game. Suddenly all the paladins and Imperial Camels died. Wow, controlling that wood line seems to be super important now. Another bomber tower being rushed up from MBL. Do we have any chance of overchopping? Not really. Imperial Camels around. We see some engagement. And oh, Tato shouldn't lose this. This looks good for Leary. Nice numbers here for sure. Tato, 125 military though, still. Better eco at the moment for the AM guys. Better military for the TyRanT, if you ask me. Some more raids here. They realize, okay, those are the wood lines that we need to fight for. Boy, how do you end such a game? Lumber camps actually helping out quite nicely now. Bombard cannon. Have some more access for the wood lines. A sick push here still from the Viper. Imperial Camels trying to fight this off in the long run. Everyone basically pop limit. Leary with a beautiful positioning to fight this off so cost efficiently. Bombard cannon still around. Oh, Bombard tower still around. Tucanus can now patrol forward. I don't really see how they can push unless they have traps. And you see what's rolling in now. Giving some resources over to Hard. Let's take a look at his resources. He's struggling. But actually only with gold. They will clear all this up with all the Imperial Camels here. Beautiful move. At the same time, Leary still needs to find, well, some help, some buffer in front of him. Maybe someone who can snipe the traps. That's something he cannot do with the Chukunus. Only having some range on them here. Yeah, he's still getting so many kills. Mainly against Doubt. Score still super close. Raids in the center over here. TyRanT's just more aware of that at the moment. Imperial Camel numbers, where are they? Spread around all the map. Still scared somewhat from the trade rate. Someone should go full monks. Well, I think like some monks are okay, but why would you? Not really. Just too mobile. And Spanish probably wants to micro more with the paladins and conquistadors. Oh, Leary. On to 67 military. Hard only at 40 as well. The ecos are better, but at the moment it's the TyRanT's taking the better fights. Leary. No. Tato actually with the greatest KD. Wow, this is just so sick. And we have a $2 next game for us. Nothing, nearly Kappa. Well, not really going to happen. But thanks for the contribution. Oh, and look at this positioning of the Viper. Oh, well, he was just snipe everything again. Mass Chukunu still for Leary. How is he keeping those high numbers up? He's fighting all game long. There's basically no more wood left on this map. This is the only spot. And every team realizes how important this one is now. Wow, what a game. Wood starving indeed. 2 hours, 15 minutes. Trust me guys, I will need to split that prize, but I can't make it winner takes all anymore. Wow. Where's all of Teddo's army? Well, let's take a look. I see a lot here. That's like 60. Then we have some engaging. We have some over here. And some well, just coming over, trying to go to the front. Viper now switched away from Paladins. Full Conquistadors. Just tries to dictate a bit of a better fight. Teddo tries to go for one relic. But Haas snipes that. Phew. What a game, guys. Shouldn't Chinese players switch to champs? No, the Spanish players should switch to champs. Teddo 145 military now. Just impossible to take good engagements against those numbers. Simply is impossible. Need like massive onager shots. But an onager with the wood at 1k now. For everyone who doesn't have guilds. Oh, deleting some. Now they want to take the big engagement here. Why is MBL not around? He actually is around. Trying to come around the corner. Beautiful move here. Nice triple pronged attack here. Gonna love that. It's basically 27 degrees around. And all the Chukunus should probably die here. Gonna love that team play. At the same time, Viper was missing. We only had doubt around. Maybe the Chukunus of Teddo still staying somewhat strong. We see maybe like 10 more Paladins would have helped so much. Teddo's retreating and actually not getting completely cleared up. And this is actually how are they doing this? Those were so many more Chukunus, it seems, from Teddo. Like simply having those numbers there. And Leary, well, they are chasing this bet, but now it should be the Viper, the only guy who didn't fight with the greatest military. He's at 92 here, and she should really make something happen. Bombard cannons now moving forward as well. So many Paladins, and if he once gets into the trade with the 60 Conquistadors, it would just be so costly for AM guys to ever get him out of that. TyRanT got this. I don't know how often I'm games like this. TyRanT has so much more experience with such games. Probably, right? Also like DM experience, team play experience. Halberdiers. And Paladins. Are they even getting one bombard cannon? Just one bombard cannon. Okay, some eagles are getting killed. Leary, the only guy not pop limit at the moment. And if those Conquistadors are coming over, I believe Leary could lose all his Chukunus. That's kind of risky here. And what is Viper doing? He could help out in this fight so nicely. Oh, Viper one screen away. Now he's coming. And now I believe he could end this game. Chukunus are pushing in. I believe TyRanTs are going for the kill here. There's not enough buffer. Leary is losing everything. He cannot replenish this army. This is just too costly. Paladins are coming from behind, though. Maybe they can clear up all the Conquistadors. Viper's trying to position himself so much better. I'm losing my voice, guys. This has been 102 hours of casting, roughly. Paladin's coming to the front. Trying to go for the wall break there, as it seems. So many traps around. Leary is somehow holding this, but so many losses for sure. Dropping down to 144. Military count only at 40 for all the AEM guys. On the other side, 76, 50, and 144 Teddo. This has to be TyRanT's game. They are just in full control. Bombard cannons are getting protected here. They have some wood income even, and pushing this forward. 3 traps alive for doubt. They just played this so much more patiently. 220 or 2 hours 20 minutes into this game. Wow. Viper paid 2,000 wood to Tedo. Casual, 2,000 wood sling. Larry needs to retreat. Whoa, and that's still so much of armies, and they have another army over here. Got all the wood at that side. Oh, big difference in wool counts. Somewhat, right? It's kind of the phase where you need like very little fights with very big armies. And AM isn't really getting onto the numbers anymore. 65, 54, 50 military count. There's no stopping of Tedo now. Maybe onagers. Would be something. You really don't want to engage here. Don't tell me they're engaging. This is the GG engage. If they engage here, the game is lost. Well, okay, so I will take this back. 50 paladins coming from the side. I didn't really see those. That's another nice move. MBL, he will snipe at least all traps. Maybe the Tukunus as well. But even then, those are still very clumped up Tukunus. Leary is doing a lot of damage there at the front. MBL's paladins are just vaporizing here. Those Imperial Camels not really doing too much. And this was just another very good engagement here for Tedo. He will snipe all those down. Leary still with some reasonable numbers. But I believe that was a heavy investment here for the AM guys. Those armies completely untouched at the same time. Leary, he's just going for the full trade-off with smaller numbers. I believe Leary is just throwing his own advantage. He needs to disengage here. Needs to go back for sure. Builds military count all in the 30s against 50, 80 and 130. This has to be the game, guys. 260 military against 120. Double the numbers now. They have just 2 full pushes. Even going for rams. How can they afford rams? Tedo breaking 2k kills. We have 2.3 for Leary. What a crazy game. And I think I will promise AM the $150 that I promised before. They will get those. And 400. Oh god. Now Kings have leaked the location. Let's take a look. Who is... Well, that's Tedo, right? So actually the location of... So that's Stout and... Oh, they need to wall this. They realize. They need to wall this. Where are the paladins? MBL is going for the king snipes. Let's take a look. This is all closed. It's important to close the gates as well. MBL is going for the king snipe. They know they lost the game. Kings in this castle and Vipers in this one. Conquistador somewhat opening that gate. Oh. This is the only one push they have. Viper is coming around and... Is this open? Don't really see... Oh, this could be the opening. Uh-oh. Now, mass spies. This is the king of Viper. Can they pull this back? He is running away. Obviously, he can research spies endless amount of times. He sees the king is not around. They're Xing. Kings are over here. This is the last chance of AM. Can they get the king snipe? Then this game is over. If not, well, like if they can get the king snipe, AM has this one. If they can't, well, all 3 kings in this castle now. We see Tedo walling it up with the Chinese 5.2k walls. Paladins are running over. Tedo shouldn't screw this up. 3 gates. And is building the 4th gate. 5.2k HP here. The paladins should fall. Viper is chasing this. Took a noose here as well. MBL, well, maybe he could go for the trade, but does he really want to go for the trade? Thought he wanted to go for the king, the kings. At the same time, pushes continue. So scared of losing the kings, they kind of ignored the possibility of losing some of the trade. Kings, super safe. 5.2k and then still 5k. NGG, Hard Leary and MBL are tapping out. Clap it, guys. This was probably the best 3-0 series I have ever casted. Holy effing moly. You played 2 hours to die like this? What is it? Yeah, something like that, right? Oh. How well did the TyRanT play this? Guys, my head hurts so much. What a brutal week, and what a great series to end this week as well. I will still show you through the stats here. Military kills. Wow. $160 largest army by Tato. The trade amount at the end. Doubt. 273k. Tato only with 90, but he didn't lose that much then. MBL only with 137. Had the good food amount. Not the most massive sling. Kills over 9,000. Sweet. Map exploration. You see, Leary not even that much on the other side. Tato, very one-dimensional there as well. Very one-dimensional, like 73%. And what a sick timeline. How small imp timings looks.